Hello there, fellow zombie slayers. My name is Stanley557, and today I will be finally showing you how to complete the Blood of the Dead Easter egg. Now, without further ado, let's begin this. Step 1. Unleash the spirits. To begin the Easter egg, you'll need to build the best wonder weapon on the map, the shield. Now, collect souls by killing 3 zombies with the shield suck, and summon the Pack-a-Punch on the roof. This will spawn under Brutus and complete the step. Step 2. Shock and Denial. Once you've opened up Pack-a-Punch, you're going to need to be doing these things around the map. Feed all 3 dogs to obtain the Hell's Retriever. Next, view the numbers in the Warden's office, head into the Citadel tunnels to enter them in, wait for the elevator to fall into the water, and run to the docks to collect the spoon, using the Shield Blast and the Retriever. Now, scratch up the wall by knifing it with the spoon. After this, there's 2 different methods that can be used to complete the step. Either, you must wait until round 17 when the Warden gains a new shockwave attack, and have him activate the ability next to the wall, or obtain a monkey bomb and throw it in the corner of the wall. Hopefully the Warden will slam down on the ground and the wall will open. Once the wall's open, collect this orange node sitting on the table and interact with the electrical switch to finish the step. Step 3. Pain and Guilt. For this step, you'll need to head back into spawn and place the node into the map system and interact with the Cronorium calmly sitting on the floor. Icarus the Seagull will take the book away, initiating the challenge. The players will need to go around the map and use the shield vision to find the seagull in 40 different locations. Now, I'm definitely not going to be listing off all 40 locations, so I'll link an amazing video by the YouTuber Glitch. You'll know if you're close to the bird if you hear it screeching.
In my wake!
Once you find the bird, perform a shield blast and it'll fly away. After this, you'll need to wait until next round to do this again. This will need to be done a total of 3 times, each one on a different round. On the 4th time, you'll need to find one of the zombie blood locations listed by Glitch. You'll know you found the bird's location if you see a sparkling gem where he would be and hear a weeping cry. Now, run over to the number dials and insert the numbers 872 to obtain a zombie blood power-up. Quickly run over to the bird and simply hold the left trigger to turn on the ghost vision, but do not under any circumstance use the shield blast. Now, quickly throw your Hell's Retriever and the book will be returned to you. Now, if you fail, you must wait until next round to enter the numbers in again and to obtain another zombie blood. Finally present the book to the Warden to begin the Trials of Alcatraz. So this will encompass basically the entire Easter egg. I consider this to be about steps 4 through 9, with each challenge being a different step. This is Anger and Bargaining, the Trials of Alcatraz. To begin the Trials of Alcatraz, the player will need to give the deceased corpse of the Warden the Cronorium, and the pages will begin to rapidly flip. The players will need to interact with the book to reveal the numbers. The numbers must be entered into the dials in the Citadel tunnels to reveal one of the challenges. To activate a challenge, the players must go around the map looking for the red light of the lighthouse, and shield blast the floating blue orb to bring it to life. If you can't see it, make sure you use the shield vision to find it. This will begin the challenge. If you fail the challenges, you must wait until the next round to interact with the Cronorium, and insert the numbers into the dials again. A trial can only be repeated if every other trial has been rotated through at least once. I'm now going to be going over each of the trials, so let's begin. Challenge 1. The Murder of New Model. To begin this challenge, you'll need to shield blast the orb in New Model Industries. After this, you need to kill a zombie in the D block area, or in the area that's considered the original spawn of Mob of the Dead. Once you do this, a ghost can be seen wandering around in the spectral vision. Now, to start the step, you will need to shield blast the ghost. He will soon enter the real world and won't need the spectral vision to be seen. One player will now need to use their shield key to suck all the spectral energy out of him. Every time he disappears, you'll need to use another shield blast to continue stealing his energy. I would basically say that the upgraded shield is required in solo to complete this step effectively. While you are stealing the ghost's energy, he will continue to turn red. Once the ghost is fully red, and is no longer returning to the spectral world, you'll know that he's ready to be killed. Now, wait inside of New Model Industries, and when he walks inside, activate the trap to kill him. Once he is dead, you can collect the orange note he dropped, and move on to the next challenge. Keep in mind, the game will only use the zombies spawned in from the round, so it's best to have someone train the last zombie while the rest of the team murders the ghost. Challenge 2. The Escape of Times Square. To begin this challenge, you'll need to shield blast the orb sitting in front of the Warden's office. Once you do this, a ghost will spawn in front of the cafeteria. To activate the challenge, you must fire your shield blast and a lockdown will begin. The ghost will slowly be making his way around the prison towards the Times Square portal. Your mission is to defend him along his travels. After every section, a horde of zombies will be waiting in a nearby window to rush our spectral friend. The Warden even joins the fun towards the end. If the ghost takes too much damage, the challenge will fail. I would highly recommend Magmagat, Monkeys, and Undead Men Walking, and Power Keg to make the step as easy as possible. Collect the orange node, and the step will be complete. Challenge 3. Singing in the shower. To start the mission, shield blast the orb in the showers, and a ghostly figure will appear. Interact with him, and he will offer his banjo to the player. Once you obtain the banjo, a blue circle will appear in the room. You will slowly begin to lose health unless you stand in that circle. Now, continue to kill zombies, and the banjo will slowly fill up. Once you fully fill up the banjo, you can return to the ghost, and he will simply leave an orange node behind, finishing the step. Now, a quick little aside, I don't know if this was a glitch or not, but I found that even when I was sitting in the circle with the banjo, I was still losing health, so make sure you have Dying Wish and wait for as long as possible to pull your specialist weapon, as the armor from the specialist will take the hits allowing you to heal. Also, another quick thing is, if you continue to see blue circles on the ground, you'll know that the banjo is not completely filled. You'll get a sound cue when it's finally indicated you can return the banjo to the ghost. Now on to Challenge 4, an SOS. To begin this challenge, the player will need to shield blast the orb sitting at the edge of the docks, and the challenge can begin. Now this step is absolutely terrible on solo, without Winter's Wail. You'll need to head into the warden's office and play a game of Morse code. Now, the big issue is that there's no way to know beforehand the code, you just have to use trial and error to figure it out. Thankfully, there are only two commands that you need to insert into the machine, a long dash and a short dash. You pretty much have about a 50-50 chance to guess the correct input. You have to insert a sequence that can either be 5 inputs long or 10 inputs long. For example, my final code was dot dash 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 dot 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 dash. Once you've had the code, you'll know it'll finally be complete when you can no longer interact with the Morse code machine. Now, run into the infirmary and kill a zombie next to this table. Let me explain what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to interact with the ghost and he will begin moving, but the ghost won't move unless he is powered by the souls of the zombies. As he is powered by the souls of the zombies, you will need to lead him to the gondola and back to the portal where the ghost is waiting at the docks. He will leave an orange node and the step will be complete. Now, this is what's supposed to happen. What happened in my game here was that the ghost wouldn't move at all and wouldn't take any souls. After a little bit, the souls all of a sudden started going into him and he followed me without powering down once. So this happens, I sadly have to recommend just to keep killing zombies and eventually he should move. It's a little glitchy and I don't know why it broke that one time, but here it is anyways in case you're a little confused. And Challenge 5, the Powerhouse. For the final challenge, you will need to shield blast the orb in the power station on the left side of the island, and use your shield vision to see what the ghost is doing by the power switches. If you do not look at him with your spectral vision, the step will not begin. An easy way to know you've done it correctly is when your character comments about the ghost himself. Now, head over to Power 64 by the docks, and you will find a generator that is turned off and smoking. Interact with the generator, and the room will go dark, and certain power switches will light up and a loud buzz for a few seconds. Interact with it in the correct order. You must do this a total of 5 times, with the last sequence being 5 switches long. You don't get any do-overs, unlike in the Morse code step. You'll just have to basically wait for the challenge to come back in the challenge cycle before even trying it again. Once you complete the 5th sequence, the room will have 3 light switches light up with different scraps of paper under each light. Make sure you recognize which light switch is lit up, and copy down each symbol shown. Now interact with the server terminal, and the punch card will go in, revealing different symbols on each computer. I now compare the 3 symbols I got from the power room, and look at each computer. When I find the computer that has a symbol of mine, I will interact with it, and it will reveal a different symbol. Write down these new 3 symbols, as they will be needed. Now, run into the Powerhouse, and you will find 6 switches with the ghost attempting to flip each one. Under each switch is one of the 6 new symbols we saw on the computer. We only need to know the 3 that corresponded to the symbols we found in the Power 64 room. Now, use a spectral vision, and whenever the ghost is over a power switch with a symbol that you have, shield blast him, and he will pull the switch. Once all 3 switches have been pulled, pat yourself on the back and collect the node. To finally complete Anchor and Bargaining, simply place all 5 challenge nodes in the corkboard at spawn, and the step will finally be complete, allowing you to move on to Step 10. Step 10. Reflection and Loneliness. Now, head back into the Warden's house and place the summoning key above the Chronorium. Once you do, a cutscene will activate and the players will be locked in the cells. After the Warden's monologue, the room will go silent for a very long time until Icarus comes to save us. Icarus will open the cells and leave us a bag with our items in it. Make sure you collect these items unless you want to die in the boss fight. Now, follow Icarus toward the cell block entrance. Once the Warden has been shocked by Icarus, you'll be able to make a run for spawn. Follow Icarus through an easy rush of dogs. Once you've made it back to the lab, the Warden will attempt to thwart the player, but the rest of the Ghost of Alcatraz will come to our aid. Collect the final node and head back into the lab. This is really the end of the step. Step 11, the upward turn. Now, insert the last node into the map board and spawn, and a cryo chamber will come out and the door to the right will open, revealing the stairway to the boss fight. Now, prepare for the boss fight and interact with the lights in front of the shed door to enter the final step. Steps 12 and 13, Reconstruction and Acceptance. Once you enter the boss fight, you will need to perform 3 simple tasks: fill up your shield, kill the zombies, and survive. Nothing in the boss fight will happen until waves of zombies have been defeated, similar to the first 2 phases of the Voyage boss fight. Once enough enemies have been killed, the Mega Brutus will begin speaking Apothecon and summon 3 red orbs around him. All 3 orbs must be shot. Once the Warden fades away, you can now shield blast the white orb above the dark mechanism. Once shot, the boss fight will continue. Now, simply repeat this process one more time, and Richtofen will walk up to the machine, offering up his blood. If you're playing as Richtofen, you will simply respawn as Post-Revelations Richtofen down in the lab. Make your way back into the arena, and the Mega Brutus will become killable. If you are the other characters, then simply wait for Richtofen to appear. Now, I don't know what happened, and I still really don't, but the Magma Gat absolutely melts the Mega Brutus. I mean, look how quick this is. It's already over by the time I'm speaking about it. Well, anyways, I'll leave the outro cutscene here. Thank you for watching, and remember, keep on slaying.
Listen to how the spirits sing. They are free of this realm.
Ain't that swell? Does that mean we win?
I would be greatly relieved if that were so. I am in no hurry to ensnare my mortal soul.
That will not be necessary, Nikolai. The future has changed.
The Chronorium?
Read it. Learn of your true calling. You must keep your soul. It will be needed to defeat Dr. Monty.
Who?
Hello? Hello? I am still here. Wait! My God. What have I done? I honestly thought you were going to let me bleed to death. It was so sad.
The cycle is broken, Herr Doctor. As such, insurance policies are no longer needed. I wish I could tell you I was sorry, Edward. But I'm not.
No. No, you can help me. You're a doctor. Wait. Don't you know who I am? I have been witness to miracles and calamities. Dimensions born and collapse. I walk a path no other can take. No! I want to be me. Someone who did all the hard work! I wanted to keep going. This is me. My slightest heart. You won't even remember.